Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bilal Consultancy, your go-to channel for practical advice on making better decisions. Today, we're going to talk about an essential tool that can help you make more informed choices, the Decision Matrix tool. In this video, we'll walk you through what it is and how to use it. So, let's dive right in. First things first, what is a Decision Matrix tool? Simply put, it's a systematic approach to evaluate multiple options by comparing their pros and cons against a set of criteria. This tool is incredibly helpful when you have several choices and want to make the best decision based on your priorities. When to use a decision matrix? When a list of options must be narrowed to one choice. When the decision must be made on the basis of several criteria. After a list of options has been reduced to a manageable number by list reduction. Typical situations are: when one improvement opportunity or problem must be selected to work on. When only one solution or problem-solving approach can be implemented. When only one new product can be developed. How to use it? Decision Matrix is basically a simple table with your options and factors for deciding. The goal is to calculate a score for each option based on their factor scores. The score will help you make your decision. Here's how to create a decision matrix step by step. Write down the decision you need to make. List the options you have. Identify factors that you want to consider. Score the options on each factor. Add weight to the factors. Calculate the option scores. Multiply each score by the factor weight. Then add them up. Pick your winner, option with the highest score. Let's see how this works in practice. Decision matrix procedure. Brainstorm the evaluation criteria appropriate to the situation. If possible, involve customers in this process. Discuss and refine the list of criteria. Identify any criteria that must be included and any that must not be included. Reduce the list of criteria to those that the team believes are most important. Tools such as list reduction and multi-voting may be useful. Assign a relative weight to each criterion, based on how important that criterion is to the situation. This can be done in two ways. By distributing 10 points among the criteria, based on team discussion and consensus. By each member assigning weights, then the numbers for each criterion for a composite team weighting. Draw an L-shaped matrix. Write the criteria and their weights as labels along one edge and the list of options along the other edge. Typically, the group with fewer items occupies the vertical edge. Evaluate each choice against the criteria. There are 3 ways to do this. Method 1. Establish a rating scale for each criterion. Some options are 1, 2, 3. 1 equals slight extent. 2 equals some extent. 3 equals great extent. 1, 2, 3. 1 equals low. 2 equals medium. 3 equals high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 equals little to 5 equals great. 1, 4, 9. 1 equals low. 4 equals moderate. 9 equals high. It is important that your rating scales are consistent. Word your criteria and set the scales so that the high end of the scale, 5 or 3, is always the rating that would tend to make you select that option. Greatest impact on customers. Greatest importance. Least difficulty. Greatest likelihood of success. Method 2. For each criterion, rank order all options according to how well each meets the criterion. Number them with 1 being the option that is least desirable according to that criterion. Method 3. Pew matrix. Establish a baseline, which may be one of the alternatives or the current product or service. For each criterion, rate each other alternative in comparison to the baseline, using scores of worse, 1, same, 0, or better, +1. Finer rating scales can be used, such as 2, 1, 0, 1, 2 for a 5-point scale or 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 for a 7-point scale. Again, be sure that positive numbers reflect desirable ratings. Multiply each option's rating by the weight. Add the points for each option. The option with the highest score will not necessarily be the one to choose, but the relative scores can generate meaningful discussion and lead the team toward consensus. Decision matrix example. Figure 1 shows a decision matrix used by the customer service team at the Parisian Experience restaurant to decide which aspect of the overall problem of long wait time to tackle first. The problems they identified are customers waiting for the host, the waiter, the food, and the check. The criteria they identified are customer pain. How much does this negatively affect the customer? Ease to solve, effect on other systems, and speed to solve. Originally, the criteria, ease to solve, was written as difficulty to solve, but that wording reversed the rating scale. With the current wording, a high rating on each criterion defines a state that would encourage selecting the problem. High customer pain, very easy to solve, high effect on other systems, and quick solution. Customer pain has been weighted with 5 points, showing that the team considers it by far the most important criterion, compared to 1 or 2 points for the others. The team chose a rating scale of high equals 3, medium equals 2, and low equals 1 and used it for the problem. Customers wait for food. In this example, the customer pain is medium, 2, because the restaurant ambiance is nice. This problem would not be easy to solve. Low ease equals 1, as it involves both waiters and kitchen staff. The effect on other systems is medium, 2, because waiters have to make several trips to the kitchen. The problem will take a while to solve. Low speed equals 1, as the kitchen is cramped and inflexible. Each rating is multiplied by the weight for that criterion. For example, customer pain, weight of 5, for customers wait for host, rates high, 3, for a score of 15. The scores are added across the rows to obtain a total for each problem. Customers wait for host has the highest score at 28. Since the next highest score is 18, the host problem probably should be addressed first. Practical example. Suppose you're leading a design team and you want to decide which design tool you want to use as a team. You've done some research and you narrowed down your options to 3, Sketch, Figma and Framer. Let's put them in your decision matrix table. Now let's look at the factors you need to consider. You have a set budget for tools, so cost will be the first factor. After discussing with your team, you agree that prototyping and collaboration capabilities of a tool are most important for them. Now you have the factors that will influence the decision. It's time to score each option on every factor. Let's use a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. But you can use any scale you like. Cost. You find out that Figma and Framer both cost $12 per editor per month, while Sketch is a little cheaper at $9. You'll score them 3 and 4 respectively. Prototyping. Framer comes out as the most powerful in prototyping. Figma and Sketch are somewhat similar, but Figma can do a little more. Framer gets A5, Figma A3 and Sketch A2. Collaboration. You let your team evaluate this one. They agree that Figma is the best for collaboration, scoring it with 5. Sketch and Framer both get a 3. Let's see how these look like in your decision matrix. At this point, the decision might be a little clearer, but all factors aren't equally important. You need to add weight to them. Since your budget is set, the cost factor is the most important, making it a 5. Your team says that prototyping is a little more important for them than collaboration features. You weight the factors accordingly. The next step is multiplying the scores with the weight of each factor. Score on each factor then adds up to a final score for every option. And there you have it. You have a score for each option based on the factors that are important for you. In this case, Framer comes out as the winner. Decision Matrix is a very useful tool for situations like this. When there are multiple factors to consider, this tool removes the uncertainty and subjectivity from your decision-making. It allows you to clearly figure out which decision is the most reasonable to make. Decision Matrix considerations. A very long list of options can first be shortened with a tool such as list reduction or multi-voting. Criteria that are often used fall under the general categories of effectiveness, feasibility, capability, cost, time required, and support or enthusiasm of team and of others. Other commonly used criteria include: for selecting a problem or an improvement opportunity, within control of the team, financial payback, resources required, e.g., money, people, customer pain caused by the problem, urgency of problem, team interest or buy-in, effect on other systems, management interest or support. Difficulty of solving. Time required to solve. For selecting a solution. Root causes addressed by this solution. Extent of resolution of problem. Cost to implement, e.g., money, time. Return on investment. Availability of resources, e.g., people, time. Ease of implementation. Time until solution is fully implemented. Cost to maintain, e.g., money, time. Ease of maintenance. Support or opposition to the solution. Enthusiasm by team members. Team control of the solution. Safety, health, or environmental factors. Training factors. Potential effects on other systems. Potential effects on customers or suppliers. Value to customer. Potential problems during implementation. Potential negative consequences. Additional considerations. While a decision matrix can be used to compare opinions, it is better used to summarize data that have been collected about the various criteria when possible. Sub-teams can be formed to collect data on the various criteria. Several criteria for selecting a problem or improvement opportunity require guesses about the ultimate solution. For example, evaluating resources required, payback, difficulty to solve, and time required to solve. Therefore, your rating of the options will be only as good as your assumptions about the solutions. It's critical that the high end of the criteria scale, 5 or 3, always is the end you would want to choose. Criteria such as cost, resource use and difficulty can cause confusion. For example, low cost is highly desirable. Avoid this by rewording your criteria. Say, low cost, instead of cost, ease, instead of difficulty. Or, in the matrix column headings, write what generates low and high ratings. For example, if individuals on the team assign different ratings to the same criterion, discuss until the team arrives at a consensus. Do not average the ratings or vote for the most popular one. In some versions of this tool, the sum of the unweighted scores is also calculated and both totals are studied for guidance toward a decision. When this tool is used to choose a plan, solution, or new product, results can be used to improve options. An option that ranks highly overall but has low scores on criteria A and B can be modified with ideas from options that score well on A and B. This combining and improving can be done for every option, and then the decision matrix used again to evaluate the new options. So, there you have it, the decision matrix tool. It's a practical and straightforward method to help you make more informed decisions. Whether you're picking a smartphone, choosing a job, or deciding on a business strategy, the decision matrix can be a valuable asset in your decision-making toolkit. Give it a try and see how it can simplify your decision-making process. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more useful content, and leave any questions or comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.